Hi guys, welcome back to another Fallout 76 base build. Now if you haven't already, please ensure you join the Discord, the link is below. We have a ton of Fallout 76 players in there, all helping each other out, teaming up and showing each other exactly where items are being found. Now today's base is possibly the weirdest base I could come up with. Someone asked me to try and make something super weird, bit creative with how the building works, and this is what I managed to come up with. It's more of a floating base than anything else. Don't worry about the bottom foundations. Apparently foundations can't be taken away anyway if they're attacked, so don't worry about that. Some Scorch beasts took out a couple of our bases before, and to be honest, the foundations were still there. So upstairs, we've utilised the brick and the metal, sheet metal walls. Got everything. I've now got the armour set, thanks to everyone in Discord for letting me know where to find it, and the guys for helping me get it as well. Upstairs, I can't put a roof because I'm at the max build limit for height, so I'm struggling a little bit there, but you don't really need it because you're that high up. I managed to find a piano plan. If you didn't know, playing the piano or any instruments actually gives you an XP boost in some instances, so it's worthwhile using if you've got it in your base. Now, this base, as I said, it's more for fun than anything else, but it's to give you maybe a concept of an idea of what you could possibly do. Now, against a Scorch beast, this wouldn't last 2 minutes. Trust me, it would get destroyed instantly. But just if you're having a little base, you want a blueprint, something weird, something wonderful, this could work for you. Very defendable, easily protected because of all the turrets. They do work very well. They've been mashing all the little Scorch that come down to this base whilst I've been building it. So guys, let me jump in and I'll show you this is done. This is using stairs primarily. It's going to take a lot of floors to do. I'll start from the very bottom and work my way all the way through. So as I said, we'll work from the very start. I've left 2 foundations and the stairs in place. Stairs can be a bit glitchy to do, so bear that in mind. Now you're going to want to put a floor off first because sometimes it won't let you put a wall below. So put that in place, then we'll lock this bottom bit up. You can put windows, walls, it doesn't really matter for this instance what you do at the bottom. Now I just like to have a secure entrance so if someone is there or AI's there, I've got somewhere I can kind of duck behind. That's why I always use these roof edges. Now stick a turret at the front. If you've got more than enough turrets, put 2 down here. This will basically take any of the little Scorch that come straight down and grab you. Now, you want to put stairs in again, but first of all put your turret in place. I use these meshes, drop it on there, put the little fences around as well. That just gives you some sort of protection as well. So if depending on the area you're in, you may be where super mutants are and they're firing in all the time. It can be annoying, so having these places you can duck behind is quite useful to have. Now you can see the stairs are a bit annoying to get in. You just have to play around with it until they go. Now you're just going to repeat the same thing for the next 2 floors. Put a floor in, put a little box floor, then put the turret and the 2 wall fences in. Now, as I said, this is more of what you can actually do with the building to be creative. Is this the most defendable base? Probably not. It's more defendable than some of the bases that I've actually seen. However, this is more just to give you an idea of what you could possibly do. So if you're thinking of getting into base building a bit more, this may actually help you for creating your own base. You might want to make like some sort of Scorch turret base, like one I'm working on at the minute, where I'm implementing parts of this, which should hopefully be out over the weekend. So I can spread the turrets around, because with a Scorch beast the biggest issue you have is if all your turrets are close together, it just destroys all the turrets at once and you have to repair them all, which can be quite annoying. Now this is the last little ledge floor. Take it up to the final bit, and this is where we're going to put the main base. Now this is a very easy footprint for the top. Again, it is just using floors, nothing else. So just place them down, just be careful you don't fall off. I say that because it happened to me, so it is possible to happen. Now these floors can be a bit annoying to get in place. You'll see that they're just glitching left and right. Just bear with it, just move around. Don't move your cursor around if you're using PC, or your left stick if you're using a controller. Just walk around, don't try and move it. It'll just go into place easier that way. As soon as it's dropped in, then just work your way back. You're going to take it all the way through. I'm just going to put the whole floor down now so it's done. I don't have to mess about, and basically so I don't fall off as well. This last piece, actual ledge for looking off where the piano was, we'll put the little half floors in last. Place it all down. As I say, it's a very simple footprint, there's nothing difficult about it at all. place it down, and that is it, done. Now we'll work in the walls. Now I've stored a lot of walls, that's why I'm using the brick and the sheet. Don't worry about it if you don't have the brick. You see here you can't put a door frame, it's just very glitchy, so that's why I dropped it back a bit. Now you might actually want to put a turret up this end, so if someone's at your door and you are wanted or attacking, and it does happen, then you've got a turret to protect you as well. So the brick walls, just going to place them in. I might have enough to put all the way around the front, but I'm not sure, it might not work. So have windows, or even have doors if you want, to give you a better line of sight. If you are in a heavy populated area and you do want to take out the AI, you have to build it to the area you're in. Now you'll notice when you try to put some of the brick in, it won't go around the right way. So I'm just going to use this as a wall instead, I think, because I just want to try and keep it all kind of the same. Yeah, it's not going to go. So we'll stick this in as a wall, just stick it in at the end here. Then we'll use the rest of the metal walls that I've actually already got. So these are all the stored items. So the base you've seen in the walkthrough, I've just stripped it all down, and this is it again, just building through. That's why I know my limit's fine when I'm building this. If you didn't know, your stored items add to your building budget. So if you're struggling to actually place stuff down, make sure you don't have anything in your stored budget, because that will add to your build budget even though you're not using it. Bit annoying, a lot of people don't really understand that, but you have to keep that in mind. Apparently blueprints are the same, but I haven't found it with the blueprints that I've had. They haven't made any difference when I've deleted them. The build budget has still been the same. So just put the mesh floors at the end here. You can put these if you want, you don't have to. I just like to have a bit where you can look down. If you're not on a cliff edge like me, they might be worthwhile, because then you can see down the back. Again, have seats and stuff. I know people might think it's a bit roleplayer-ish. However, in this game, it actually benefits to rest, sit down and play instruments. So it's beneficial to actually utilise them. It's worthwhile. If you're AFKing, doing all your perk cards, etc., try and sit down and just do it that way. Now we'll just put this piano, it's just for show, so you understand that you can actually use the piano for that. You don't have to put it here. I just managed to stumble across a plan randomly by doing an event. All the plans you see that I've got, other than the brick walls, have all been done through events. The brick wall is the only one that I've actually purchased. I did buy the metal wall today. As I said, I'm playing around with that at the minute for a more advanced Guardian Angel, which can take the Scorched out, because the Guardian Angel at the minute can't take that kind of level out. So you can put up here whatever you want. I managed to finally get the power armor, as I said, and the actual frame. Guys in Discord all told me how to get it, where to go for it, and what stuff I needed, and XRaw actually helped me get all the parts for it last night, just so I could have this, because I was sick of having a base out and not having the power armor in place. It just didn't look right. So upstairs again, as I was saying, put anything you want, anywhere you want. You might not have all the benches. If you're struggling to get benches, in Discord we have a trading channel. People are trading all the time in all platforms, PC, PS4 and Xbox. So just have a look in there. Loads of people got duplicates. I've actually got chemistry plans. If anyone's looking for chemistry plans at present, I've got 4 of them, I think. So I'm going to put them in Discord later for anyone that needs them, because I don't need them. I've had them for ages. So put your doors on. I haven't done it here, but make sure you lock your doors as well. If you know how to do that, you just go into edit mode, lock, try and put a level 3 lock on there, because not a lot of people have that level of lock picking. There is people that do have it, however it's a lot more secure to make sure you do. Make sure you have a turret outside as well if you are worried about someone just breaking in and taking everything. It'll just protect you a bit more. I've got a spare turret left, but I'm going to put it downstairs, because in the area that I'm in just now it's very difficult. As I said, you can't put any roofs in because I'm at the max build limit for height. That's why I haven't got a roof on this one. You may be able to do it if your foundation's a little lower. I don't know exactly how much over that limit I am, but for this build I'm just leaving it the way it is. So guys, that is the base itself. Very straightforward, very easy to do. I said I'll put this last turret down here. This is more, as I said, a weird base to see what I can come up with. Now, if you're wondering what I'm doing just now, I'm just putting this in basically so I have an element of protection from running upstairs, because as you can see, the stairs have no protection around them at all because they're open. So just give them something to duck beside. As I said, I am on a cliff. I can't put a roof on this. It won't work anyway. When I run up, it would stop me from getting in. I just want to show you that now, so if you're thinking of doing it and wasting time putting a wall at the bottom, it will stop you from getting down, so it will slow you down. so don't bother with doing that. It's not worth your time or the hassle. So guys, that is it. As I said, I'm working on a base that can defend against Scorched. I've managed to perk up all my home defences, and I've managed to get all the walls now. I'm still looking for the switch. I know where to get it, the vendor just doesn't have it. Stay tuned for the next couple of days. As I said, that's part of a series. Today was the weirdest base. Tomorrow is going to be hopefully the strongest base for doing things like the Scorched. So guys, thanks for stopping by, and I'll catch you in the next one. I go la 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 la.